Welcome DIECAST fans, I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank Toast Upper Gibbs.
Hold up, what happened to Guru?
It didn't really feel appropriate for the full-on Gaslands Mad Max experience, mate, and Toe Cutter was already taken, so I went with the next best thing.
Well, Gaslands Gorge is definitely apocalyptic, and it's all about racing for fuel. Let's just take a quick look at how the scoring works in this post-apocalyptic world. So first up, apart from a fast attack vehicle, drivers passing through any checkpoint get $10. Then, if you cross the finish line first, you get $50. Second place, you get $30. Third place, you get $20. Fourth place, you get $10. You then use that money to buy fuel at $50 a barrel, and every team is starting with 12 barrels each.
Then on top of that, any war rig uses 2 barrels, whether it crosses the finish line or not. A heavyweight uses 1.5 barrels per race, a middleweight uses 1 barrel, and a fast attack vehicle uses half a barrel.
So this is where balancing your team is going to be absolutely vital between fuel use, hull points, and speed.
Drivers start out at the container yard, down over the seesaw, then into the under-over lanes and down to gate number 1. That leads drivers through Medic Steelworks and into gate number 2 before they head into the tunnel. And then just out of the tunnel, they head into the quarry in gate number 3. Then it's a long run down the straight, lots of opportunity for overtaking right before gate number 4 as we circle through the quarry, dogleg back again, and then to gate number 5, and it's a straight shot all the way to the finish line.
Now there is also the shortcut lane for those drivers willing to take the risk. If you choose to come down this very short dip, you've got to clear the toxic pit. If you land in that pit and stay there, that's it, that car is done for good. But if you can land it on the other side, it's a quick run all the way to the finish.
Now looking at the first team, it's the Roadrunners, and there's a range of vehicles there. You'll see vehicle classes. We've got a war rig, 2 heavyweights and a fast attack vehicle.
You'll also see just under the class HP, that stands for hull points. That is the amount of hull points each vehicle has, and it varies based on the class of the vehicle. Hull points get taken away by damage points, which occur if you don't cross the finish line, so that is vitally important. And if your vehicle gets to half of its hull points, it gets swapped out to the next vehicle in the roster.
There's a lot of rules on this post-apocalyptic world, so we'll go through a lot of them as we go through the racing. But first up, we've got El Toro and Bird's Eye for the Roadrunners, and Haulin' A and Bent Out of Shape for the Bumpin' Grinders.
Now, El Toro is going to be starting in lane number 1. Next to him will be Bent Out of Shape, then Bird's Eye, and in lane number 4, Haulin' A. And each race, the drivers will rotate around. As we get underway for the first race, they're out of the gate clean. Well, it's pretty tight into gate number 1, but Haulin' A takes it and he's getting pushed there by El Toro. Birdseye looks like he's supporting his teammate and nowhere for Bent Out of Shape to get around. Haulin' A out with a huge lead so far, and he is going to take the first win, crossing the line first, then El Toro, and a very close finish between Birdseye and Bent Out of Shape. What does that do to the overall scores? A good start from Team Bumpin' Grinders. They're back up to 12.5 barrels with some spare cash, but Roadrunners going to have to pull finger. They're down to 10.5 after starting with 12.
It was good to see everybody finish, so nobody took any damage on that race, and they will maintain their maximum hull points.
You should be called Jinx, not Toe Stubber, mate. You've just jinxed those 2 drivers. That is not good. Oh, Haulin' A up on the side, but El Toro barrels on through and gets him going again. Lucky for Haulin' A, but El Toro is going to take the lead now. Gets a little bit loose, but he gets across the finish line, takes maximum earnings, which he really needs after Birdseye and Bent Out of Shape got caught up there.
Everyone was pretty even going across the seesaw there. Birdseye tried to get in the lead, Bent Out of Shape wasn't going to let him get away with that, just wedged him into the sidewall. So both drivers take 1 damage point, which means that the hull points for Birdseye are down to half, so he gets swapped out now for the next driver in the roster for the Roadrunners, and this is T-Rex, one of the heavyweights. Look at that 6-wheeler beast.
All teams now lower in the fuel count than where they started. Bumpin' Grinders are probably the best off. Oh, and there's a shocking start for T-Rex. His stumpy little arms, maybe he's got stumpy little legs and couldn't reach the pedals because he stalled out right at the start. But Haulin' A and Bent Out of Shape are running away with this one. And even El Toro just way off in the background, but an easy win for Haulin' A, and Bent Out of Shape comes in second. El Toro at least makes it across the line to get some points.
I don't know if he just missed the gear or what happened there, or whether he forgot to take the handbrake off, but there was a shocking start for him, and that drops Roadrunners down to only 6.5 barrels at the end of that race. They managed to buy back some and get up to 8.5, but Bump and Grinder's still leading the way with 12.5 barrels overall and still got some extra winnings.
Right, we get underway for race number 2, and T-Rex finally seems to have found the accelerator. Oh, and that's Hall and A, and El Toro getting absolutely wedged there. Oh no, T-Rex tries to take the shortcut lane, completely blows it. It's bent out of shape all the way now. He was well behind, but he is going to take maximum points. But what happened to these other guys?
Crikey, T-Rex almost shanked himself. Oh, and Hall and A up on his side. That's going to be 2 damage points that he's going to take for that one. As we look at this, Hall and A just wasn't backing down. El Toro clearly had right away here. He tried to force his way in and just gets flipped on his side. So if you finish the race on your side, that's 2 damage points you take. And T-Rex exceedingly lucky that he managed to keep half his car on the track. If he'd gone completely off track, he would have lost half of his hull points immediately.
So at the end of that race, as we change over into fuel, still with 12.5 barrels for Bump and Grinders, absolutely leading the way. Hall and A and bent out of shape doing a great job, but Roadrunner's really struggling. Down to 5 barrels of fuel already. They are not going to last long at this rate.
No, but Bump and Grinder's doing a great job there. Half a barrel ahead and $20 in the bank waiting for next time.
Do you get yourself all worked up, overreact to minor things, start bouncing off the wall with your overexcited energy, or just have a regular freak out? Then you need to try Dr. Heavy's Tone It Down All. Just put 2 drops inside your cheek and feel yourself calmly F-drain down. Side effects may include reasonable expectations, measured responses, and the ability to stop shouting in public.
Round number 2, and it's the Bug Lords up first. Now, they have tried something really crazy here. They have gone all fast attack vehicles. So, very fast, ultra lightweight, maximum points if they can cross the gates first. So, it's a bold strategy. I'm not sure it's going to work based on the weight of some of these vehicles. I mean, their total team weight is only 120 grams. That's less than a war rig.
And they are going up against the Rangers, who happen to have a very big war rig called the Bulldog there. Now, first up, this team is going to be running Grunter, which is that huge Scania beast towing a massive cannon out the back, and Porch, a fast attack vehicle. So they are going to try and shut down those quick vehicles with either heavyweight or getting ahead of them in their own fast attack vehicle.
So the Bug Lords are really trying it on. They are literally less than half the weight of the other team in total. And here we go, underway, and it's the 2 fast attack vehicles out first. Who's going to get the gate? The Porch gets it first, but Spike pushes back, takes the lead. He's first through the second gate, spins around, just holds off the third gate, and that was Grunter who's gone over, as there was Chaos up front as well. John making a great move there, pulling into second place, Spike out in first. Oh no, but the Porsche has got back in front. What happened to John?
I think he might have just come in a bit hot, mate, but that's a real shame for Grunter. Maybe that big old cannon out the back was just too much for him to really handle, and he wasn't really thinking about it. You see him just flip over there, but Cheza, who's driving John there, does a great job to get past him and then get ahead of Clintonius in Porch, but then he was just going way too hot, bounced off the sidewall in all sorts of the wrong way, and Clintonius just drives right on by him and leaves him there. Now that leaves John at half his hull points, so he has to swap out now for Paul, driven by Dazza. And of course, Grunter, the heavyweight there, taking 2 damage points as well, as Paul now makes his way to the starting grid.
I really thought the Rangers had the right tactic there to begin with. Clintonius and Porch through that first gate gets maximum points, but then he just lost it from there. He's out in the lead again, but here comes Paul, whips away, gets the first gate, gets the second gate. That's $40 already. Third gate with Spike moving into second place now. Oh, there's a tangle up right at gate 4. That's taken out Spike and Porch, but that is a huge win for Paul as they pick up $230 in winnings, and they already had 13 barrels of fuel. Grunter goes down again. That's not good for him, and those 2 fast attack vehicles are going to have to be swapped out as well.
So Paul, driven by Dazza, was out in the front. He got a little bit tangled up and then caused maximum carnage in behind him, knocking out 2 vehicles, but Grunter, because he went down faster than a beer on a Friday night, he's out, but that brings in Bulldog, the big war rig, and Munter, the middleweight. And then we got Ringo coming in here for the Bug Lords.
Oh, that's another harsh start. Only 2 races in, and we're swapping out more than half the field. These boys with their fast attack vehicles are definitely taking a risk. They don't have a lot of hull points to play with. As we get underway for race number 3, Bulldog out with a big lead here, and then Paul absolutely fearless here, trying to push up the inside of a war rig. He is a fraction of the total weight of that thing. He is absolutely crazy to try anything, but all props to him as Bulldog is going to run down, take the win. Oh, and it's a close battle there between Munter and Paul, and then finally Ringo gets across the line, so that is all 4 drivers across the line finally.
Well, props to those bugs. I can't believe they pushed so hard up against that big wall rig. I mean, he even ran his own teammate into the wall to shut them out. He was not giving up an inch. And then an epic battle here between Munter and Paul as they tried to battle. And Paul looked like he actually tried to take him out, couldn't quite pull it off. And unfortunately, only come away with $50, but that's enough for a tank of gas. And look at that, they're up to 17 barrels. They're the only team to start with 12 and go up by 5. That's insane.
Well, those boys are really leaving it all on the track. Oh, and they are getting left behind. Bulldog again out in front, Paul right on his bumper looking for a gap. I don't think he's going to be able to find it. Here comes Munter trying to cause some chaos, and he does it. He gets into 2nd place. Bulldog now brake checking, and Munter also brake checks. That takes out both of the fast attack vehicles for the Bug Lords. That is a shocking run for them.
Yeah, they're going to be down to half their hull points again, so they are going to be swapped out for the next round of racing, and they had not got much to play with before they're going to have to take some repairs.
As we convert the winnings into barrels of fuel, Rangers finished with 8, but the standout there, Bug Lords, did it pay off at 16 barrels? I mean, they've increased by 4. Pretty much everybody else has gone down. Bump and Grind is only just half a barrel ahead.
Well, in the Wasteland, mate, you've got to take huge risks if you want huge rewards. I mean, to win the season, it's going to be the team with the most fuel or the most vehicles remaining.
Now, there was no death race today, but there will be in the future, so stick around because that is absolutely mental.
You'll definitely want to make sure you're subscribed with the notifications on because you don't want to miss that event.
Now, there were no bonus points given away today and there's no audience vote, but we'd love to hear what you think of the new style of racing and the new track, so please leave us a comment down below, and if you haven't already, why not consider subscribing? Alright, thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson, he's Frank Toe Stubber Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.